Hey everybody, my name's Kevin Caprillion, and I've been a fan of professional wrestling since I was about that big. In 3rd grade, I had my first televised wrestling match against Cookie Monster. It was a brutal battle, but I came out victorious. In junior high, my brother and I would have wrestling matches all around the house to prove our manliness.
Oh God!
And in high school, all the neighborhood kids would come over on Friday nights and we'd have Royal Rumbles. Even to this day, I still find myself having a wrestling match or two. I don't think it's something I'll ever grow out of. Which brings me to now, the present moment. 2010. Just like anything in sports and entertainment, there's the big leagues and there's the little leagues. In the wrestling world, Vince McMahon's WWE is where the big boys play. This year's WrestleMania sold out over 74,000 people at the University of Phoenix Stadium in Arizona. So where does it all begin? Wrestlers gotta start somewhere. I decided to check out some of the independent wrestling companies the Bay Area had to offer, and was pleasantly surprised. My first stop was in Hayward, California, home of Roland Alexander's All Pro Wrestling. I sat in a class for beginners and realized how much work it takes just to learn the basic fundamentals of wrestling.
There you go.
As with any sort of practice, some people were getting the hang of it faster than others.
Okay, you didn't jump, Stan. Try again.
So normally it's about a 2-year program for a beginner. We want to make sure you go through everything, amateur wrestling, everything, cardio, in-ring cardio, everything. We try to teach and instill that. And we do it 2 years to make sure that you have that toned and ready. We don't like to throw anyone out there just to throw them out there. We want people to be properly trained and ready to go. If you have some ability, maybe a little, you learn a little better, you're a little more athletic, then we might bump you up to semi-pro and beginner, so you might be doing both.
I don't have any more tolerance for all this mental bullshit. Alright? If you're not mentally prepared for the class and we're halfway through the fucking class, then you need to come to open gym.
A lot of guys think that anyone could do this. Like so many people, I've heard so many people out who are just fans who look at us and go, oh, I could do that, I could be a wrestler. But then you get them in there and it's totally different. It looks easy, they think it's easy, but once you get in there, they're like, wow, this is tough.
I love training young guys because I love passing my knowledge, I love teaching. I also love having a guy walk through the door and he doesn't know diddly about pro wrestling. Thinks he does, but he doesn't. And then I take him from that raw state and turn him into a pro, valuable enough to earn a living, you know, and that's a good feeling. I get good feeling out of doing that. I get a good feeling out of producing a show that the fans just thoroughly enjoy.
Many graduates from Roland's APW school go on to wrestle with Bay Area promotions. I headed over to the DNA Lounge to get to know the wrestlers, crew, and owner of Fog City Wrestling. I also got to experience firsthand all of the hard work that goes into a wrestling show. It was quite a production. Everyone works really hard to make it an experience the fans won't forget.
This should be a pretty awesome show. We've got some high-flying action here today. We'll have some dirty moves. And
Down for dirty moves.
dirty moves.
Let's rock the dirty moves.
We made some changes to the script, like always, last-minute things. It's going to be pretty exciting. I mean, I'm very excited to be back in our home. This is our turf.
Do you have a tagline? Does your wrestler have a line that all the fans know?
Not yet.
Like tap or snap or
Not yet.
something silly like that? Mingling with the production crew and wrestlers was a real treat. When it was showtime, these guys put their game faces on and were ready to rock and roll. All right, man. Getting ready for this?
I'm ready to go.
We're set up, warmed up?
I'm good to go.
Wait a minute. I thought wrestling was fake.
Yeah, even though you're expecting to get hit, you gotta be loose, otherwise it's gonna hurt more.
Have respect for what you don't know yet. Until you've actually stepped in there and done what we've done, don't have an opinion. It's like anyone can say, you know, I have an opinion about this, I have an opinion about that, but just have respect for what we do, and it's like, you know, until you experience it, don't knock it.
People say wrestling's fake. What's your response?
Kiss my ass.
Hey, what's your response?
What he said, I think I can't top that. It's a sport too. Yeah. We're all sweating, we're all beat up, we're all bruised. So.
And it's a very complex sport and a very complex performing art. And many people don't have respect for it. They think that they can do it, it's easy. They come in here, they sign, they pay their money, and then they go out there and they're done after 2 weeks. It takes a special breed to become a pro wrestler.
While I will always enjoy the performance art of pro wrestling, both on TV and at home, learning about the hard work and dedication it takes to become a wrestler has deepened my appreciation for this seldom acknowledged sport.
Stay out super late tonight, picking apples, making pie. Put a little something in our lemonade and take it with us. Put half away in a fake empire. We're half away in a fake empire. Tiptoe through our shiny city with our diamond slippers on. Do our gay ballet nice. Bluebirds on our shoulders. We're half awake in a fake